The Setra Top Class 400 sets standards in the exclusive touring bus segment. It can now be retrofitted with the Fleetboard system. You require the following for the installation: a wiring harness, additional cables as required, an electric tool set, a number of contact sockets, sufficient cable ties, an aerial, a fastening nut, possibly an installation frame, an adapter connector for the onboard computer, and naturally the onboard computer. First, select the suitable installation location and prepare the location accordingly. You can choose different locations depending on the customer's requirement. Ideally, select a location near an electrical switchboard. One of these switchboards is located on the outside under the driver's seat, another in the interior behind the driver. Ensure that the FMS preparation is present here. In our example, we've chosen the space in the storage compartment above the driver's seat. In order to prepare the installation, remove the storage compartment cladding and any installed devices and the mounting plate. If necessary, prepare the corresponding trim parts and mount the matching installation frame. Now it's time to lay the main wiring harness. Run this along the original wiring harness from the planned installation location to the switchboard. Then prepare the individual cables for connection. First the blue and the yellow cable. Remove the insulation and then connect them to the corresponding contacts. Unlock the corresponding connector to the CAN bus and plug in the prepared cable. Then reconnect the blue plug with the integrated terminating resistor. Now remove the insulation from the red, brown, and black and yellow cables and connect them to the corresponding contact or ring eyes. After this, prepare the additional wires by cutting them to the right length and attaching them to the corresponding pins and ring eyes. These will form the connection between the power distributor and the fuse box. After this, switch off the main battery switch on the outside of the bus. Then select a free space for the fuse. In our case, these are the slots F23 and F24. Please take into account the instructions in the documentation. Then unscrew the screws on the fuse box and pull it out. Thread the prepared wires behind the cladding to the rear of the fuse box. Then plug the pins from the 4 cables into the corresponding slots in the rear. After this, remount the fuse box. Then unscrew the screw for the distributor terminal X0902 and screw on the ring eye connected to the black wire. Repeat the procedure with the red cable and terminal X0901. Now the brown cable is the only one left. Connect the ring eye to the earth connection on the framework in the roof. Then use the cable ties to attach the wiring harness to the original wiring harness. Then insert a 5 amp fuse into F23 and F24. Now it's time to install the aerial. Look for an installation location which is as far as possible from other aerials. Mark the position of the 2 required holes at the selected location. Then use a drill with a 6 mm diameter to drill a hole in the roof in both positions. After this, replace the bit and enlarge the front opening to 20 mm. Then paint both drill holes on the inside and outside and let the paint dry. After this, thread the aerial cable through the large hole and press the mounting pin into the small drill hole. Now return to the interior of the bus and attach the aerial with a nut. Replace the cladding and the previously installed devices. Then connect the adapter cable to the wiring harness and connect the onboard computer to the corresponding slots. After this, install the fleetboard system in the prepared location. Now switch the main battery back on and then switch on the ignition. The device starts up. Once the LED glows continuously green, send a text message with the content #text# to the specified telephone number. You will receive a function confirmation text message within a short period of time. Now Fleetboard is ready for use.